Mickey McGuire Music. I'm doing a review today of a Lanikai baritone ukulele. This is OA-CEB, that particular model. It's an all laminated instrument. It is laminated oak. It has a pickup from Fishman. I have a cable plugged into it, but I have the volume turned off right now, so I'll turn that on here in a minute so you can hear it. The beauty of a baritone uke, as I said in a previous review, is so many ukulele clubs exist, and the problem with them is they're filled with sopranos, concerts, sometimes tenors, and a lot of people will start with a tenor because it's a little bit bigger, especially if they played guitar, because the diminutive little soprano is a little tougher to play when you're used to big instruments and wide necks. So I started playing ukulele in about 1966 or so in a serious way, and ended up playing guitar basically around 1968. And for a good while I played mostly guitar then, but I played ukulele still off and on, and had one for years and years and years. Eventually I started to publish Ukulele Player magazine because the need existed and ukulele was becoming popular again. But there weren't very many baritone ukuleles at the time, and a few companies started making them, doing a pretty decent job, but still to this day, unless you want to spend over $2,000 from one of the Hawaiian makers' ukuleles, the baritones that are out there are really not nearly as good a quality as the rest of the ukulele world. There's some great instruments out there, fantastic professional grade instruments, but not among the baritones. Okay, so I'd like to see that change, but this instrument is extremely well made. The frets are beautifully dressed on this. And this is Lanikai, like I said, it's a rosewood fretboard, rosewood bridge. Saddle feels like it might be bone. The nut is probably synthetic. Maybe it is bone, I don't know. I'd have to look at the specs on this thing. Has open geared tuners that are really nice. The instrument overall is really pretty, and I love the sound of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the volume now on the pickup so you can hear it amplified. There, it's coming through on the Fishman amp now so you can hear it. Now, what I like about a baritone ukulele is that you can fingerpick these things like you do classical guitars or something, and they really sound amazing, but not a bad sounding instrument, but what I'd love to see is an all solid wood baritone ukulele, something with, let's say, rosewood back and sides, spruce top, really high grade all the way. We really could use that in the industry. Unfortunately, right now, most of the ukulele makers only make ukuleles, they don't make guitars. There's a few that have segued into guitar a little bit. But the thing is, it'd be great for a guitar maker to create a really high quality baritone ukulele, and I'm hoping that I'll motivate someone by doing the reviews of baritones. The reason a baritone is a great instrument is if you play guitar and you play a baritone ukulele along with it, a G is a G. It's in the same position on the neck. If you play a concert or soprano, you have to play in a different position. So a C is the G on a soprano or concert for the same fingering. Okay, so you're dealing with 4 strings. So this is more or less a guitar with the 2 bass strings gone. is an F. You have the same number of strings. A C, you're missing 2 fingers or 1 finger depending on how you play your C on a guitar. But a D and a D7 are the same. A is the same. A6 is the same. You know. When I play a lot of different things, I'll play blues, for example. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. If you remember Eric Clapton Unplugged, that's a little bit of that. It was written by Jimmy Cox in 1924, and great little tune. I love playing it on baritone. Play it on guitar. I play it actually on a concert ukulele as well. But the point is that there's so many things you can do with the baritone that you can't do with the other ukuleles because the tuning. It's not reentrant tuning. So D, G, V, E, just like the top strings of the guitar. And when you're playing along with guys with the guitar, it's easier to play. If you're playing with a baritone group or with a ukulele group, chances are there's no baritone there unless you bring one along yourself. And if you do, then you're going to fill in the bottom end, and it's going to be something really great because that's something missing from a lot of ukulele groups, where there'll be 2 or 3 people playing ukulele and they're all playing the same pitch, and there's something missing. Really, it needs something more. So to me, a baritone ukulele can fill that spot, but I would love to see a high quality professional grade baritone, like I said, because laminated instruments aren't going to be the same as a solid wood instrument. And even when you got something like this, a great little Fishman amp, great little Fishman pickup combination, the loud box sounds fantastic. For a ukulele, this is a very mellow but sweet sounding instrument. Like I said, Lanikai OA-CEB. It's a baritone that's one of the better models that's out there today. If you like the sound of this instrument, if you can find it in a store, grab one, pick it up, strum it a little bit, listen to the tone. Fantastic little tone. I'll turn off the volume again. So. Great little instrument in a $300 range. I don't remember the exact price. It's been a while. I bought one of these to use actually for recording because I couldn't find better baritones, and this was a decent little instrument from a maker of ukuleles that has made a lot of instruments. For a long time they made a lot of laminated instruments, and they started getting into more solid wood construction. So Lanikai today has some really good quality budget ukuleles, reasonable prices, and then they have a little bit higher grade, so you get the $500, $600 range, and then from there there's this huge chasm between there and the Hawaiian makers who are making ukuleles at $1,500, $2,000, that type of thing. So when you get into really good quality stuff, the best quality ukuleles that I've seen at budget price are what Martin is doing right now. Lanikai still makes some pretty good instruments, decent quality, made in Asia. The good thing is they're predictable quality. They have pretty good quality control. Most of the makers these days are doing a pretty good job that way. So if you pick up a Lanikai baritone uke, you're going to get pretty reliable quality out of it. Pretty decent instrument. It's going to last you a lot of years. Like I said, I'd love to see all solid wood construction in a professional quality baritone. And I'd be one of the first people to grab one because I would love to use it actually in recordings and even on stage. They're really great instruments, and I'd love to see a lot more of them available. Mickey McGuire Music. Thanks for watching.